Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Warriors' $7 million forward held up Paul George trade talks, insider. It's a franchise-altering offseason for the Golden State Warriors, but they showed a hesitance in blockbuster trade talks for Paul George. Jonathan Kuminga was reportedly off the table for the 9-time All-Star. George ended up with the Philadelphia 76ers by way of a free agent contract. But before declining his player option, the Warriors talked a trade for the 34-year-old with the LA Clippers. ESPN's Ramona Shelburne reported that talks stalled after Golden State refused to include Kuminga. The Warriors offered multiple combinations of expiring contracts, young players, and an unprotected 2027 first-round pick, sources said, Shelburne wrote on July 3. The Clippers countered by asking for prized youngster Jonathan Kuminga, sources said. Kuminga is coming off of his third year with the Warriors, who drafted him 7th overall in 2019. He averaged 16.1 points, 4.8 rebounds, and 2.2 assists in 74 regular season appearances with the team last season. The upcoming season will be his last under contract, for $7.6 million. George signed a 4-year, $212 million deal with Philadelphia. Prior to the George trade fallout, General Manager Mike Dunleavy spoke with the media following the 2024 NBA Draft. When asked about possibly trading Kuminga or Moses Moody, Dunleavy insisted it would have to be a franchise-altering return. It would have to be something that we felt would unequivocally change the trajectory of our franchise, Dunleavy told reporters on June 28. We like those guys, we think they're gonna be really good. So, it has to be something that makes us a lot better than that. Clearly, they don't feel George represents a player of that caliber. The 34-year-old star has an extensive injury history, despite having played 74 games last season. He played 48, 54, 31, and 56 games in the 4 seasons prior. Shelburne also noted that Golden State didn't want to empty the cupboard for George, ahead of an aspired championship run. The Warriors resisted because Kuminga is so important to their own future, sources said, Shelburne added. But also because they worried George wouldn't be as interested in joining them if they gave up too much to get him. And any deal for George would have required a new max contract. It's equally likely the Warriors didn't want to pay him the full max amount, as the Clippers didn't. Golden State's direction is lost on fans, and possibly the front office too, after losing Klay Thompson in a sign-and trade with the Dallas Mavericks. The 4-time NBA champion netted only 2 future second-round picks for the Warriors, as ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski noted in his July 2 report. Dallas is sending its own 2031 second-round pick in the deal as well as the least favorable of the 76ers or Nuggets second-round pick in 2025, a source said, Wojnarowski wrote. Golden State made sure to acknowledge the future jersey retirement of Thompson in a statement issued by the team. Klay's legacy will live on forever and we look forward to the day we can retire his number 11 jersey at Chase Center where he will join a host of Warriors immortals, including those who helped shape this recent dynasty, himself included, the statement read. Thompson played 13 seasons with the Warriors, averaging 19.6 points on 41% shooting from 3. Warriors to land Kyle Anderson in sign-and trade with Timberwolves, per report. The Golden State Warriors moved quickly to shore up some depth on the wing following the departure of Klay Thompson to the Dallas Mavericks on Monday. On Tuesday, the Warriors reportedly agreed to a 3-year deal with veteran forward Kyle Anderson, who will join as part of a sign-and-trade deal with the Minnesota Timberwolves, per ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski. Anderson has reportedly agreed to a 3-year, $27 million deal with Golden State. Heading to the Timberwolves will be a future second-round pick swap as well as cash considerations. Last season in Minnesota, Anderson featured in 79 games and made 10 starts. The 30-year-old averaged 6.4 points, 4.2 assists and 3.5 rebounds per game while playing 22.6 minutes per contest. Better known for his defensive acumen, Anderson will provide the Warriors with some quality defense on the perimeter. He's likely destined for a role off the bench, but he could prove to be a solid addition for Golden State on a team-friendly deal. NBA rumors: Warriors in serious trade talks to land Buddy Hield. Life goes on, and sometimes rather quickly. After officially splitting with franchise great Klay Thompson, the Golden State Warriors could be on the verge of acquiring his de facto replacement. They are in serious talks to land veteran guard Buddy Hield in a sign-in trade with the Philadelphia 76ers, according to Shams Charania of Stadium and The Athletic. With one of the NBA's most prolific three-point shooters now heading to the Dallas Mavericks, the Dubs seem determined to add another. Replicating the individual contributions or emotional resonance of Thompson is something the organization knows it cannot do, but acquiring a sharpshooter like Hield can possibly fill the void left by the most recent version of number 11. Or, he can at least fill a big part of it. The former Oklahoma Sooners star shot 38.6% from distance last season during his time with the Sixers and Indiana Pacers, while also scoring 12.1 points per contest. Hield's reliability would also be key for a Warriors squad that gets bit by the injury and suspension bugs on occasion. He has played in at least 70 games every season of his 8-year career and reached 86 times. The three-point shot is an integral component of Golden State's attack, so pairing the greatest shooter the game has ever known in Steph Curry with another respected perimeter threat is naturally a top priority on this team's offseason to-do list. Hield finished 15th with 219 made three-point field goals in 2023-24, Thompson ranked 4th with 268. Considering the moves the Warriors front office has recently completed, the addition of Buddy Hield could actually give them a more balanced roster entering next season. Although Golden State is currently undergoing a major adjustment period following the departure of four-time NBA champion Klay Thompson, it is not wasting time sulking. The team prepared for his exit and is now responding accordingly. In the last day and a half, the Warriors have said goodbye to one of the most impactful players to ever wear the uniform, waived future Hall of Famer Chris Paul and landed valuable supporting cast members DeAnthony Melton and Kyle Anderson. It is already an eventful offseason that could be made even more intriguing by a Hield acquisition. As long as Curry and Draymond Green remain on the squad, the goal must be to contend for a Western Conference crown, a task that feels more grueling than it has been in quite a while. Jonathan Kuminga achieved significant growth last season, and rookies Brandon Podziemski and Tracy Jackson-Davis look like potential draft day steals. The pieces could be in place for an unexpected revival. And despite his struggles with the 76ers, Buddy Hield could be a key part of some Bay Area bedlam. An incomparable era of Warriors basketball is officially over, but this franchise still cannot be ignored. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Buddy Hield? Leave your opinion in the comments.